King since he showed up here in NWA Cyberspace here on Shockwave.
But Jerry Strauss, I have to question the teamwork capabilities of Slyck, Wagner, Brown, and Michael Shane. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that those two men were involved in a vicious feud for the NWA Cyberspace Heavyweight Championship.
You're absolutely right. These two, along with Tracy Brooks and April Hunter, were embroiled in a vicious war, intergender war, if you will. The title on the line, lots of personal issues between the two as well, but they've agreed to put those aside. We will see how that works out because they've got two really, really dangerous obstacles in front of them here this week.
And speaking of dangerous obstacles, Rodney Mack has really exploded onto the scene here, destroying Chris Hamrick last month at Retribution, looking to make a name for himself, but Slyck, Wagner, Brown saying, "Not over my dead body."
Well, the smallest man and the biggest man in the match starting out, and Michael Shane, really showing his newfound determination, his guts, not backing down from any sort of challenge, whether it's primetime Elix Skipper's bid for the #1 contendership or whether it's the monster known as Abyss. And Tracy better be careful because this is a very dangerous situation for her as well.
Abyss has that tunnel vision locked on Tracy Brooks, but she's got a chair protecting her. Don't know how well that will work out.
Yeah, well, we've seen Abyss shrug off many a chair before, but Shane now using the right hands, trying to take advantage of a slower Abyss. Up and over, looking for the super kick. Abyss catches him, misses the clothesline. Shane on the move, up and over. Can he bring down the big man? Oh! Abyss trying to drop all of those 300-plus pounds on Shane, could not do it. The neck snap only gets a 1 count.
As I mentioned earlier, Jeff Jarrett sending his attorney out here to make sure the job gets done appropriately. He wants Michael Shane injured. He wants Michael Shane hurt before his heavyweight title match, in hopes that it will be easier for him to defeat Michael Shane. I mean, he saw that match last week on Shockwave where Michael Shane gave it the fight of his life, capturing that #1 contender spot from primetime Elix Skipper. He saw that, and he's got to be worried. He's got to be scared. Nice shot of Tracy Brooks. He's got to be scared for his title.
You're absolutely right. This is the first interaction between Slyck, Wagner, Brown and Rodney Mack in official in-ring competition. And it's Mack now with the right hands. Rodney Mack may be one of the toughest competitors in all of professional wrestling, and he's here in NWA Cyberspace. Satellite head scissors by Slyck. And Slick's got to use that quickness. He's got to hit and run.
The tag made into Michael Shane now. And Jerry Strauss, I'm not sure if you saw the special promo that was done on NWA Cyberspace that showed us a little backstage footage of the Smoke approaching Rodney Mack. Rodney Mack giving it to him hard, just pounding him, kicking him and stomping him. Rodney Mack saying he didn't need him. However, there seems to be some sort of bond forming between the two. I'm not sure what to make out of that.
I'm sure that there was a explosive power slam sent to ring, cover by Mack, and Michael Shane able to gut it out for the time being. And I totally agree with you, Chris. I have no idea what's going on between the two. I really can't make heads or tails of this Rodney Mack and his code of the streets, so to speak. I mean, this guy has been so vocal about how Slyck, Wagner, Brown, he's not legitimate. He's not really a guy who has the background of being from the streets and growing up in that environment, and how that makes him a lesser competitor.
However, the Smoke was the first NWA Cyberspace Heavyweight Champion. Maybe Rodney Mack realized that, and maybe Rodney Mack hopes that the Smoke can guide him to a title reign of his own.
Certainly a story we'll be following here on Shockwave and on NWACyberspace.com. For now, Bentley He's fighting out of a huge hole. Shane trying to get to his corner, but just the opposite happening here.
Vicious headbutt right there from Rodney Mack. Sends Michael Shane into the ropes. I don't think Tracy Brooks' words of encouragement will do him any good when he's got that size 12 right in the face. Choking away. Rodney Mack showing that street mentality. Looking to get that big payoff from the King of the Mountain for maiming the #1 contender to the NWA Cyberspace Heavyweight Championship, the one and only Michael Shane. Picks him up and slams him right there, hits the ropes, and drops a splash. Cover, and Slyck Wagner Brown breaking it up. There you see the teamwork. We were questioning it earlier, but maybe they can work as a cohesive unit.
Well, they're doing a great job right now, and Michael Shane may have a date with destiny, but he may not be able to make that date as the monster continues the, pardon the pun, monstrous offense. Into the corner now. Very simplistic beat down by Abyss as always, but very effective.
Sends him into the turnbuckles now. Abyss going to gather that full head of steam now.
Oh, here we go. No give. And
Michael Shane certainly feeling it.
And Slyck making the save, and that may have been absolutely necessary.
Without a doubt, Michael Shane, I don't know how much more is left in the tank. He may still be feeling the effects of the roundhouse kicks he received last week against Felix Skipper. I don't know if he was 100% going into this match, and I can guarantee that he's not going to be 100% leaving this match.
But he's not going to stop fighting. He's scrappy. He's tough. He's determined to prove that he should and can be the best, but the overhead belly-to-belly by the powerful Rodney Mack and the knee drop may be the end. And it is not.
Michael Shane, one of the most determined superstars here in NWA cyberspace, not going to give up, but that could come back to haunt him.
Well, he's been fighting the odds. He does not back down from any sort of challenge, but I don't know if he has ever faced anything like the combined assault of Rodney Mack and the Monster Abyss. A hard clothesline and another quick tag, and in comes the Monster.
Abyss and Rodney Mack have a clear objective here tonight, and that is to destroy Michael Shane. And if Slyck Wagner Brown tries to get involved, he could be destroyed as well. Certainly
a 2-for-1 for Jeff Jarrett. And Michael Shane may about to be in for the worst ride of his life, the choke slam, but no. Shane able to counter in midair. Hit a modified DDT, and Abyss's face went right into the mat, directly face first.
Michael Shane's got to gather his bearings right now and make the tag into the fresh Slyck Wagner Brown. Tag to Mack, tag to Brown. Two fresh men in there right now.
Oh, and Slyck looking for a fight. He's been aching to get in there. Right hand for Mack. There's one for Abyss. The Underground King taking on the world here on Shockwave.
But there you see the double teaming coming into play. Michael Shane really can't do anything about it. He's been isolated from his partner for a good 6 minutes, getting double teamed.
Oh!
Slyck Wagner Brown's on his own, and he's doing very well as of late.
Modified leg lariat. There's a cover. Two. Only a 2. The former champion kicking butt and taking names. And a hard chop to the man who's been talking smack about him for weeks. Into the corner. Brown gets his elbow up. Standing moonsault. Finds no one. Lands on his feet and into the sit-out power bomb.
And almost a 3 count right there. Rodney Mack barely escaping that. Brown's got him up though.
Brown with the scoop slam, Michinoku driver style. And he's going to climb the ladder. The Underground King looking to take a risk, and that lawyer Daggett on the apron, and Tracy,
Me next.
well, the biggest boob in the arena just met the two contenders.
Battle of the boobs, so to say.
And a double super kick. Shane and Brown score, and they get the victory.
Great teamwork shown by Slyck, Wagner, Brown, and Michael Shane, but the question has to be asked, did that match take